the haze out, and in actuality, trainers and sneakers, it is an interchangeable word. I can
exactly.
say we can see like that
Yeah.
because people in UK they are calling them trainers.
Yeah,
they
call
don't
trainers.
call it
Sneakers.
Yes,
Yeah.
because might be there's another pair yang you lagi sayang lah.
Wow. Semua I sayang. But yeah, if you want to end this topic with Puma, I want to say something first. I feel like Puma's just going the totally wrong direction. Like I swear, like I used to love Puma even when they weren't producing. The place where all like the uncle aunties all go, right, is because they have like a shoe. If you have flat footed, they have a shoe for you. Yeah, if you have.
So what's your favorite model
Okay, my favorite model. This one.
and what colorway?
Wow.
Assalamualaikum, hi, hello, tajahau, vanakkam, welcome again to another episode of Overload Podcast Malaysia. So we've been on a break for a month due to I'm giving my production crew a holiday for a month due to exams and Chinese New Year, etc. So they deserve it. So now we are back with a new episode, and joining me today is Mr. Julian Leong. Alright. Okay, so in case you guys don't know who Julian is, for me, if you guys are into streetwear and sneakers in Malaysia, this is another person in which you should know. Not like you should know. Is quite a prominent figure. You can when you go to Sneakerla, you can see him running around from the stage and then to the booth and everything. So this is Orang Kuat lah, Orang Kuat for Mr. Brian Bontachin and Sneakerla and Masses in general. So please welcome Mr. Julian Leong. Alright.
Hello guys,
so,
what's up?
Julian, can you just introduce yourself a bit? Cerita sikit pasal you and how did you get involved with the streetwear / sneaker scene in Malaysia?
Okay, so I'm Julian. Yeah. Okay, so I work for Masses or agency. Yeah, so it's like half media, half agency. So what we do is, what I do is actually more towards like event management, marketing planning, then Sneakerla, the whole event thing. Yeah, other than that, I'm also one of the hosts for Sneakernomics. There's a podcast about sneakers for Masses. I'm a host for, we don't have a name for this show yet.
Yes.
As a segment, in Masses as well. Okay, so moving on to how I got into the sneaker scene in Malaysia was I think this story is like very common. I feel like everyone, like they say last time when you muda that time, your parents won't buy you shoes.
Yes.
Because every time, like, I don't know, for me when I was younger, every time I saw a pair of shoes which was nice, it just gave me a very different feeling about like sneakers only. But when I look at clothes, it's like, oh, okay, I don't mind if it's cheap.
Okay.
Yeah, but when it comes to sneakers, it's like, even if it's expensive, I just like,
you need it.
I really want this. Yeah, the feeling's very different. So, when I graduated from high school, then that's when I started getting more pocket money, right? So I started saving more, and then that's when I started buying shoes.
Okay.
Yeah, then I think I met like a friend. One of my cousin. He collects shoes, and then he said, "Oh, you could actually sell sneakers and all." Then like, "Oh, I never knew like this thing actually exists, right? At all, right?" Yeah. Because back then it was very quiet. Yeah, it was very it was a niche market, and when you told people you collect shoes, people,
what?
Yeah, we were like, "Oh, like used shoes, like so dirty and all." So yeah, but then and that never stopped me because like I said, like the feeling is like it's just something you can't stop. Yeah, so that's when I started venturing deeper into the sneakers.
And now you cannot go out already.
I hope I can go out, to be honest, but it's very hard,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's because everybody's story is more or less the same, in which it's not something that you just plug and then you want to do, because the feeling of having a new shoe is very. It's savoring, for you. It's like sometimes you just go into, let's say now, even you go to not just the resellers market, you just go to the retailers like Foot Locker and JD. Sometimes just a brand new pair of Air Force Ones also when you buy, it gives you that
Yeah,
satisfaction.
especially when it's brand new, right?
Yes.
It's fresh from the box. The feeling is just there, you know.
True.
Yeah,
Especially
can't explain that feeling.
yes, especially when Julian reviewed a lot of sneakers, and of course he has the privilege of having to touch all these grails, you know. So okay, talking about grails, okay, you. I have to be honest, I didn't follow Masses until just quite recently. Not quite recently, the past year. And what caught my attention to Masses was when you reviewed the Jesus sneaker.
Oh, okay. The walk on water.
Yes,
right?
the walk on water sneaker. So for your information, that sneaker, it is a Nike MX 97.
Yeah.
And it was done with collaboration with Mischief and another company, I think.
Actually, it's not really another company. It's just like actually a concept. But it's called INRI.
Oh, alright.
Yeah. So actually, INRI is actually just a term for like when Jesus was crucified. So they put it on top of the cross. Like INRI. Like it was actually like to mock him. That is like the King of Jews.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright.
So
okay.
Actually, I thought it was a company as well.
Yeah.
I tried looking it up. And I'm like. Nope, nothing came out.
Nothing.
So when I read the whole like article, like a few articles, then they actually said like, oh, it's actually just like a term, just as a concept.
Alright.
Yeah,
Okay. So that shoe was like literally a grail, and that caught me, and I know, okay, this is something that I have to follow on a constant basis, because yes, there are many reviewers outside, but to have one in Malaysia who is doing and reviewing those kind of shoes, those kind of grills are totally different story, you know. Okay, so you said you started to collect sneakers at after high school.
Yeah.
So what were you into? I mean, like me, I'm a MX guy, so I try to collect all MX and all basketball shoes. And for you?
Okay, actually, so in high school, because I used to play basketball.
Alright.
Yeah, so that's when I started looking at basketball shoes first. But of course, you can't really collect because no money, right?
Expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
Expensive as hell.
Yeah, but by the time I graduated high school, I already ventured into Nike SBs.
Yeah.
Like the Dunk. So like now is Dunk season as well, right?
Now they're making a comeback.
Yeah, so
stupidly
back
crazy
then
price.
I was already collecting Dunks, and that's when I learned a lot about sneakers. Yeah, so I don't like how do I say this? Yeah, so okay, basically I collected Nike SB. Yeah, so from there onwards, everything just expanded because I learned from a lot of friends, like huge collectors. Even back then, they were huge collectors already. So they taught me a lot about when you collect sneakers, it's not about getting the shoe. You can have one sneaker in your collection, but one thing that you really need to know when you collect sneakers is knowledge. Yeah, you have to know about the shoe. You need to know about the concept. Why they did this? Why is the color blocking like that? What is the production quantity? Why is it produced that much? So like, if let's say like Chinese New Year and then they produce 888 shoes.
Yes.
And then there's a meaning to that.
Yes,
Yeah, something like that. So they said knowledge rules everything. And that's when I'm like, yeah, actually that's true, because when I started learning and when I started asking random people because I wanted to learn more, and a lot of them didn't know. Yeah, so that's when I noticed wow, that's what really separates you from a collector and someone who just want to buy shoes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's true. Because most of no bashing kids nowadays and no hate for them, but sometimes it let's say the just released this past Saturday, the Strange Love. The Strange Love Nike Dunk.
Nice. Those are nice.
Those are Dunks were never meant to be that way because it's too beautiful of a shoe. Yeah. Because Dunks, you have to wear it because it's a skateboard shoe.
It's a skateboard shoe.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
and you have to destroy it. So when you see the material, how premium it is, it's like, wow. It's like, I have to get this shoe. But I came about a few kids, not kids lah, younger people than we are, and their story is that, I just want them because I know the resale price is going to be high.
Yes.
Because you can buy it for 369 ringgit and you're going to sell it for 2.4, 2.5k. Now it's 2.5k.
Yeah, it went up like just overnight.
Like that one.
I should have bought it when it was like at 1,006. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So when I asked, tahu tak cerita apa sebenarnya? Do you know what Strangelove is actually? Strangelove is basically a shop.
Yeah.
Do you know what they do? Do you know why they release this kind of concept? So macam, tak tahu. I just care about the resale and the premium is nice, so I can make more money about it.
Yeah.
So as a person like me, I very selective of buying a shoe.
Okay.
So that kind of kita simpan macam, alah, bila you beli tak tahu ni macam
a bit like
it sucks, man.
But okay, I'll be honest with you. I want the Strangelove, but I haven't really read much about it, to be honest with you, because I feel like that shoe itself is very nice. That rarely you get a pink shoe that pulls it off myself.
Yes, true.
Yeah, so I mean, it started from there lah. Yeah, so sorry. No knowledge, man. Yeah.
It's okay. Alright, so what I know about you that you started to collect trainers. Alright. So basically when Julian told me that he started to collect he started collecting sneakers by collecting trainers, I got the wrong understanding. I have to admit this, because trainers in my mind is running shoes, Roches and the Vapor Max Percent, the new one, and all the Adidas running shoes and everything. I was thinking of that.
Okay.
But when we clear the haze out and in actuality trainers and sneakers, it is an interchangeable word. We can say like that, because people in UK, they are calling them trainers. They don't call it sneakers. Yes, because that's why when you go to JD, there's JD trainers. It's not JD sneakers, you know. So it's actually the same, but it's a totally different thing. So It's not wrong, but it's not the precise, understanding.
Exactly
yes.
Right.
Okay. So can you tell us a bit about trainers, and how did you get started with this trainers trend?
Okay, so actually I started collecting trainers not say very long ago, maybe about 2015.
Okay.
Yeah, so back in 2015, right, it was actually the 25th anniversary of the Jelite 3.
Oh yeah.
So basically what they did, so they released one pair every month.
For 12 months?
Yeah, for 12 months, and every month is a different shop collab.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that was when, because I was collecting Nike SB and all right, and so now at the time, I sold my whole SB collection.
A whole?
Yeah, my whole SB collection. So for me, like, okay.
Why did I know you earlier? We share the same size, my friend.
Dude,
Oh my God.
I used to sell everything for cheap, man, dude. Yeah, so what I did was, I started collecting. I started buying Asics. So at first when I tried it, like the support is good. It's not really how to say, heavy. It's kind of light because it's kind of a running shoe as well, right? Yeah, so that's when I started venturing deeper into trainers, as in running shoes,
yeah.
lifestyle-ish, right? Yeah, so I started buying Asics. So when I started buying Asics, right, then there's this group on Facebook called Asics, New Balance and Saucony. So I was like thinking like, oh okay, New Balance. I didn't know there was a market for New Balance because in Malaysia it's very slow. Yeah, so that's why let me join this group. When I join the group, then that's when you see all the listing. It's just like how you see all these Facebook groups. Want to buy, want to sell, right? Yes. Yeah, so that's when I started seeing like, oh, I've never seen this before. Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. But then, other than that, there were also those other brands, which is like Saucony and New Balance. And then, when I saw like New Balance like 1500s, right? When I saw it, I was like, what's so special about this? Then I just typed like this comment, like super noob, right? I just typed, because I wanted to know more. Because why is this so expensive? Because even at that time, it was already selling for £1,000.
£1,000?
Yeah, pounds. Like for a New Balance. So that's why I'm like, doesn't make sense, like it's just because I saw the Blackbeards. Yeah, so that one it was just like black and red. At that moment, then I was like,
I remember that show.
What about this shoe is so special?
It created quite a stir in the market.
So at that time, I started asking a lot, and then that's when I started learning about New Balance. I started learning about Saucony. And then even back then I didn't really like Saucony because of the 3 dots.
Yeah.
It was a bit like weird. Like, you know, swoosh is like very slick. Yeah, but the 3 dots is a bit, you know, like have a feel. But then I started seeing some models come out. Come out. Then that's when I said, oh, actually it's quite nice. Especially when people, one thing about trainers, okay, people who collect trainers, they love taking photos of their shoes. Like, and there's always a style to it. They always make sure there's a shape. It's like, okay, you're an MX collector, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so you know how they always complain about now current, it's always like banana shape. And then back then it's always like a sharp.
Yes.
Like, it's like a mountain, you know, like just like a hill, yeah. So, what's that? That's when I noticed like New Balance, the older ones, are always more expensive because of the shape. And then even Saucony also, the older generation Sauconys also have that shape. But when they wear it and then they always pin roll their jeans or joggers back then, yeah, then that's when it was like, wow. So every day when I check the group, when there's a new photo, that's when I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna spend money. Like, this shoe's nice.
Okay.
Yeah, you know that. Yeah, that's how I started venturing into like Saucony, Puma, New Balance, and Asics.
All right. So okay, talking about New Balance, because before we got in depth of all these models, especially the Asics, Gel Lights, the Saucony and the Pumas, right? A thing that for you, right, when you started that trend, not that trend, like when you started collecting that, and in Malaysia it was not going up, right? So was it a challenge for you, and was it a challenge in regards to getting the shoe? Because as a collector, I know the hardest thing is the journey of getting the shoe. Getting the shoe itself is easy. The buying is easy, but that journey is hard. So especially when as you know, Malaysian niche market and everything, right? So what was the hardest thing that you have to face during that trainers era of yours?
So at the start, there wasn't many people queuing. So it was like a breeze. Like you could just wait for maybe like 2 hours before the shop opened. Usually so what? Yeah, so then 2 hours shop open, you can go in and buy. But then when people started seeing like people wear Asics and then the colorways were really nice. Because most of all the collabs for that 25th anniversary was just nice. Everything was nice in it.
Was it the Packers one?
There was Packers, there was Hannon, there was Foot Patrol.
Okay.
You know,
alright, now I can remember that
one.
But
I think the biggest challenge was actually the shops not bringing enough pairs because it was such a niche market, right? But the thing is, I remember I went to So What for the Foot Patrol, and they had like 11 pairs or below 10 pairs
for all sizes.
Yeah, they don't even have all sizes. Yeah, that's the worst part. So I lined up overnight for that, but the thing is like I wasn't sure whether that was my size.
Did you get it?
I got a US 6.
Then you traded it
because
out.
I was like I forgot, I think it was number 9 or something, so I was already like quite at the back. So the front, the people, there was like maybe like 1 US 10, 1 US 9, 1 US 11, then maybe 1 US 9.5 or something like that. And then everything else was just like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I mean, no, there's no one. But it was only like those
small sizes.
So I'm like, you bring so few like pairs, but the sizes are so small, and there's no. I mean, guys also don't really buy this shoe, but you bring in girl sizes, which is even worse. That was actually the challenge. Of collecting Asics back then. Yeah, but other than that, I didn't really face much problem because when I was buying SBs, I could only buy mostly from overseas or local. I mean, local have, but it's always just this
very few.
Overseas, I always had not much of a problem because some of my friends, they taught me how to use a forwarder. So I just shipped to this address in US and then I just bulk ship back. So overseas wasn't too much of a problem for me.
Alright. Okay. So we're gonna take a 5-minute break.
Okay.
Alright, and then we're gonna go in depth on each model of these trainers because this is a trainer special. Because I want the viewers to understand that even though sneakers and trainers are interchangeable words, but it's a totally different concept because In the UK, in actuality, they call them trainers because of the usage of the rubber sole, the gum and rubber sole. If it's a rubber sole, it's gonna call a different. I think it's called sneakers, but if it's called mixed rubber and gum sole, it's called trainers in actuality. But that's a mix. That's a debatable concept. But I want you guys. Yes, it's a concept that. For this episode, you guys need to understand that we are going to talk not about just the hype, but the functionality and the trend of our trainers itself. So we're gonna take a 5-minute break and we're gonna come back later.
Okay.
Alright guys, we are back with Overload Podcast Malaysia, joined today by Mr. Julian Leong. So, okay, just now we talked about how he started, about the history of trainers and what were the shoes that you started to collect and how did you started to collect them. So, now we are going to very specific models of trainers. So, the first model, of course, is going to be this model because it's the infamous model of A6 is the A6 Gel Light 3. So A6 Gel Light 3, you guys tahulah macam mana rupa kan, okay? What is your opinion on Gel Light 3? For sure you'll have that one. I'm pretty 100% sure that you must have had that one, right? So what was your first pair and your opinion on that shoe, especially?
Wow. Okay, to remember back the first pair is a bit tough.
But just a pair yang you remember that it means a lot to you. Like because just now you say the Foot Patrol, right? So might be that's another pair yang you lagi sayang lah.
Wow. Semua I sayang. But yeah, I think if Gel Light 3 okay lah, maybe not the first but the few pairs that I really like love the Gel Light 3s that I had was the Collect. Outs.
Yes.
But before that was before they retroed it.
Okay.
So there was just like only 100 pairs worldwide.
Collect.
I
know the blue one, right?
No. This one is like before the first ever. Like,
what color is it? That one I don't know.
It's a bit like pink, white, and purple.
Okay. That one I don't know. Okay.
Yeah. So that one was only like 100 pairs that time. So that was the pair like throughout my history of buying shoes. That was the most I've dropped.
How much?
7,800.
Oh my god! Your mom is going to watch this. Your mom is going to kill you.
Yeah, and you know the worst part is okay, it's not the worst and then it's A6. There's a pair of A6 and dropping 7 like near 8,000 for a pair of A6. Yeah, that shows how much. Yeah. Another one is probably the made in Japan. Yeah, it's like a Gel Light 3, white midsole, and the whole upper is Vegeta 10. Veg 10.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, so
okay. That one I remember. Okay.
Yeah. So like that one, that was I think the two pairs that I really held dear to my heart. But I sold the made in Japan fast because I know I was never gonna wear it. Yeah, because I know the moment I put my leg, and then the moment if I just crease a bit, it will hurt me. It will hurt my heart. Yeah, that pair like I know one time I'm never gonna wear this.
So the collects you still
No, I sold it.
sold it already.
Yeah, I sold my entire A6 collection as well.
Okay.
Yeah, because I feel like if I hold one, I will always want to continue collecting. Because it's like, okay, regret lah. I think I should buy back Then I'll start buying back.
So just this question, you are a guy who wears the shoe? Or you just
No, I'm more of a collector to be honest.
Alright, okay, fair enough. Alright, so continuing on the Gel Light 3s, the technology of the Gel Light is impeccable. It's one of the most comfortable shoe that there is in the market. So what is your favorite collaboration of the excluding the collect, of course, because it's 100 pairs only worldwide. It's
a retro it already.
Okay, and they retro it already. So what is a pair the collabs lah. I mean the collaboration between ASICS and another person or another company that you think is the most loved ASICS gel light tree for you.
For me, wow.
There's a lot.
A lot,
Because
bro.
Ronnie is killing it with ASICS and Packers as well, and so one
Ronnie did very well for all his ASICs. Actually, because of ASICS collaborating with him when he was working with David Z back then. Yeah, and he managed to pull it off to the point that he has now his whole Kith empire already, right? That's just crazy. But I think there's one pair that I don't think it's very rare, but it's rumored to be like 500 worldwide. It's actually the Miami gel light tree.
Miami. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's a bit like, I'm not sure, it's kind of blue green.
Yes, it's blue
Plus
green.
the orange. Oh, that one, like that colorway is just perfect for me. Perfect. Yeah, the color blocking, everything perfect.
You tak nak
Even
cari.
material.
You tak nak cari.
I actually tried finding recently, like just last month. But
tak jumpa.
finding like it's around a good condition or brand new pair is around 2,000 ringgit. So at the rate at how much sneakers are releasing right now, 2,000 I feel like I think I can get something better. But because if I buy that Miami, I know I'm gonna start collecting A6 again. Yeah.
So you're restricting yourself lah. Okay, faham.
You gotta control the bank account.
Yeah. So what do you really like about the gel light trees? I mean, we can highlight all the collabs and everything, but the shoe itself is still the same, you know.
Yeah.
So what features of that shoe that you really like that? Because I know even though you are a collector, you still find comfort in shoes.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I wear my shoes, but only on special occasions, just to flex. It's like as a single event. Okay, I'm gonna bring out something. Yeah. Even though they don't know, right? But at least I know lah. Yeah.
if they are true collector and they are true sneaker, they should know. At least. Okay.
Yeah,
So
so for me, wow, very tough lah. This one,
the gel technology,
the gel.
or you don't
No,
really
because-
care about the gel technology?
No, because the gel technology is interesting, but I don't really feel it as much. No, because one thing I really like about the shoe was more of the shape and more of the maybe support. Yeah, because actually
safe.
gel light tree, the sole is actually kind of hard.
So?
Yeah, but for me, because I'm a heavy guy, if I wear something that's too soft, it's a bit weird. You get a bit
Wavy, yes.
It's very hard to balance.
True.
Yeah, so one thing I really like about the gel light tree is the support lah. I would say it's the support. Yeah, but the shape lah.
Because it's meant for runners. It should because before it was retroed back. Even though it actually retroed really every year, but when it was was firstly released, it was meant for runners, right? And it was a hit all around the world, right? And especially when you can only get it in Japan, it was so exclusive and they provide a very good technology for the runners. Alright, now we're moving on to another brand. Alright, this is Puma. Alright, okay. Puma, when you talk trainers, is gonna be the Blaze of Glory. You tak boleh lari lah. Trainer, Puma trainers is Puma Blaze of Glory, not the RSO, RSX. No. Even though the RSO, RSX are right now, people are calling them trainers. In some part of the world, but the original one, the OG one, is the Blaze of Glory. Have you ever owned a Blaze of Glory?
Oh yes, I definitely own a few, but very specific actually.
Very specific colors.
Yeah. No. There's this like collection, which is called the Shark collection, the Shark Attack.
Okay, I don't know.
Okay, so I think you've definitely heard of it, the Sneaker Freaker
okay.
collaboration with the Blaze of Glory. So like they have the Black Beast, they have the Great White. And then they have like the FNFs, the Shark Bait, they have the Shark Blood, which is a scrapped production. And also the FNF in 2008, if I'm not mistaken, the Shark Skin, which got Puma into trouble with PETA. Yeah, so yeah, I specifically collected that because I hunted all the way. But other than that, like I like the R6 Night. The R6 Nights and actually, I also had my eyes on Puma back then when I was in high school, was because I was into breakdancing.
Okay.
So everyone, all the pros,
so
always wear.
So you can break dance.
Back then.
Now?
No, I
takkan tak boleh.
Bro, you get my size, bro. My arms can't handle this weight, man.
Alright, okay, so Puma, alright,
Yeah.
they are making a comeback. We have to say that because let's just take it 10 years ago, not 10 years, 10 years ago when it's 2010, their focus is solely on racing.
Yeah.
And football boots, football cleats. Yeah. So now they are venturing into more of a lifestyle plus basketball shoe, you know.
The weekend.
So you can see that with Rihanna, when Rihanna, because for me, what Rihanna did for Puma was big because she set the trend. Oh, Puma is actually collaborating with this artist as well.
Yeah.
So the Puma X Rihanna, my sister still hates me for it because I can't get her that shoe because she wears a 2.5. Her feet size is 2.5.
Wait, US or UK?
UK.
Oh, wow, this it's still very small.
It's very small. She wears a 2.5. I'm not kidding. My mom is even bigger. My mom is 3.
Oh,
3, okay lah. You can still find US 4.
They still produce like
Yes. US 2.5. I'm not kidding. I always buy her a shoe which is bigger than her actual size.
Yeah.
So she always, if I have to spend 1,000 on that, I'm going to find a perfect fit for her lah, of course.
Exactly.
So Puma trainers, what's good about them?
Puma trainers. Okay.
Or you just collect them for hype?
Not really of the hype, but okay. One thing I collect the Puma trainers was because they had nice colors. The color blocking was always nice. Like the Black Beast, let's say the Blaze of Glory, and then they had the Great White. So the way they did the blue with the grey and everything, I think the color blocking was just crazy. It was just good. Yeah, but one thing about Puma, their sneakers are not comfortable at all.
True.
It's so painful. Like you could wear it for even just an hour or even half an hour, it will already hurt.
True.
Yeah, so that's like kind of downside, but maybe like for Clydes and Suedes, they are less. I think they're more comfortable than like the Blaze of Glories. Because Blaze of Glory, if you actually open
the shoe,
it's really I don't know lah. I don't know what they use to make it. It's like you talk about gel like tree, right?
Yeah.
You know there's a gel. You can see even when you wear it, it creases.
Yes.
But the Puma, the Blaze of Glory is just like one piece of I don't know what they just throw and then. But thank God at that time they had good designers.
True.
Yeah,
okay. That's about Puma because sembang banyak pasal Puma pun dia tak. Yalah, their production is so small and a very specific shoe that is involved in that particular.
But actually, to be honest with you, like if you want to end this topic with Puma, I want to say something first. I feel like Puma is just going into a totally wrong direction. Like I swear, like I used to love Puma even when they weren't producing like the best things, but I still like I kind of like them still. But now like with the Weekend and then like with the Selena Gomez and all, like to be honest, I feel like they killed their brand.
So in actuality, okay, we're gonna divert a bit. Lari daripada trainers. I don't care, but I wanted to settle this one because they are doing wrong. They are not to say they are doing wrong to the customers, that they are doing wrong for their brand. Alright, in which they are going instead of towards what people like.
Yeah,
it's
they're
like
aiming towards the mass market.
So if you were given the chance, what will you do? I mean, I have to admit lah, their design sucks, right? And their shoe is not the best in the world, you know. But I still think that they have a value in the market now. But even though it's not the hype value, but it's more to the starting kit value, you know. When you want to start, it's Pumas, and then you go Puma and Filas, then you go to Adidas, and then Nikes and everything whatsoever lah. If you're lucky enough, then go to LV and whatsoever brand lah, right? But so what will you do to ensure Puma don't do shit anymore?
To be honest, if I had the chance to handle Puma, right, I think I mean like not just like I'm not complaining about like the Malaysia one because these are all comes from like global, right? To be honest, I feel like Puma, they're sort of desperate, so they are just trying to follow whatever trend that is out there. They're just trying to do it just Or like not Nike lah.
Okay.
Right? Not just doing lah. Whoa.
He's soliciting for Nike.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I feel like they're just desperate and they're just trying anything that they can do to
Without
just,
an identity.
to just try to create an identity or like to sell. So like The Weeknd, okay, he's good with music, but when you do sneakers and then you do like those high tops that looks like Zara sneakers,
Yeah.
it's like, what are you really trying to do? That's not Puma, you know? Yeah, so the Puma that I used to know is completely like the current Puma now is a completely different brand to me. Yeah, so I'm really like disappointed. So even when someone say, "Oh, you know Puma came out," it's like, okay, like, yeah.
True. Because
Yeah,
I
so-
think the last hype of Puma is the Transformers, the RXX Transformers line.
yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what, and the Hot Wheels lah, metal and all wheels.
Yeah.
That was the last one, and then now. Nak cakap pasal Puma pun a bit
Actually, you want to talk about Puma now also? I don't know what to talk about Puma.
Yes,
Yeah.
alright. So
Okay.
going to the last brand.
Oh.
Okay, last brand, and this is a brand that gaining steam day by day due to their signing of athletes and artists worldwide, and their connection with Ronnie was so good. This brand is New Balance,
Okay.
right? Ronnie just released his shoe, the colorist shoe, the
Yeah,
1700s I think, and the 1700.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful shoe, but macam biasa is going to use pigskin.
Yes.
Right. So about this, we have to talk about this because you collect trainers,
Okay.
right? And what do you think? Because people like me, I like the 997s, I like the 990s, I even like the 1000s, you know.
Okay.
but I cannot wear them. And 1200, 1200 lah.
Yeah.
I like them. So I cannot wear them.
Alright.
Because of the pigskin. So do you think New Balance is not doing justice? Because they will never produce those models in the non-pigskin colorway,
okay.
you know.
Okay, so to my understanding or to my knowledge of what people or New Balance collectors who always share with me, right? So New Balance is actually the brand that gives you the bang for your buck in terms of material. Okay, so pigskin suede. One thing from what I've heard, why they use a lot of pigskin suede is because it's probably one of the most like buttery suede out there. And then because like they come like made in UK, made in US, and stuff like that, right? So whenever it's made in UK or made in US, they always give you the top notch quality when it comes to leather, suede, nubuck, or anything. So like the Horwins, I'm not sure if you know Horwin. So Horwin is like Horwin leather.
Okay.
So like the whole shoe is made of like really really premium leather. Like the moment you open the box, right? That's the one thing I really love about New Balance. The moment you open the box, right? You don't see the shoes, Like okay, like you hold AJ1, you smell glue, right?
Yeah.
There's like factory smell, like it's like you do gum and that, right? But for New Balance, whenever you open the box, right, the first thing you smell is you smell material. That is how rich their materials are. So, I mean, it kind of sucks that they can't find an alternative to like
Pigskin.
for suede, pigskin suede or anything like that, right? Like it kind of sucks, but the thing is, they're still trying to like give the best, but to what extent? Okay, let's say if they stop doing pigskin suede, right? How would it affect the brand? That's the thing, because they are known for
Quality.
Quality is one thing. Another thing is like they actually build a shoe or mold a shoe according to fits, like sizes. Yeah, so actually back then when they didn't have like the 150 and all, it was very quiet, right? New Balance was the place where all like the uncle aunties all go, right? It's because they have like a shoe. If you have flat footed, they have a shoe for you. Yeah, if you have like high arch or your leg is short or something like that, like one side bigger, one side smaller, all this, everything that they have. Yeah, so they are actually known to be like the feet experts. Like now, like a lot of aunties go to like Skechers and all, right? Yeah, because Skechers now they're actually accommodating to that. Yeah, but New Balance has been doing that all the while. Yeah, so now it's like they're good with their sizing. So like even 990s, they have like medium size, they have wide size, right? But then they also give you the best materials that they can. Oh, but unfortunately, the pigskin suede is in that list.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
So
but unfair lah. Unfair lah.
tak apa lah, right?
Yeah.
Because you cannot get everything in this world. Yeah, that's basically the
Yeah.
rule of it. So, talking about trainers in New Balance,
Yeah.
right? So, what's your favorite model
Okay, my favorite model. This one.
and what colorway?
Wow. Okay, so it's probably gonna be the 998s.
998s, okay.
The 1500s.
The 1500s,
Yeah,
yeah.
1500s. Yeah. Yeah, those two are. But favorite colorway for 998. I don't know. Like, can I use like the 997.5?
Yeah.
Because it's like 998 so with a 997 upper, right? No, okay lah. Maybe the Kennedys.
Oh yeah, I know that one. That
Yeah.
one is.
Hey, wait, Kennedys?
Kennedy.
C notes.
C notes.
C
Oh,
notes.
C notes. I don't know.
It's like white. It's like cream. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's probably C notes.
Okay, after this we have to Google it.
Yeah.
Alright, so New Balance, they are basically you can put it Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, and then New Balance. I mean in performance shoes, you know. Alright, and now when we are top trainers and usage for sports, those are the brands that people
Yeah.
are going to see. So do you think, as a trainer collector, New Balance is a good investment? I mean,
Woo! Wow.
because when we talk, we are the secondary market. We are already in the secondary market.
Okay, alright.
If you are going to collect New Balance now, do you think it's going to be a trend upwards or downwards?
Wow.
You've been there.
Yeah,
You've
yeah,
been
yeah.
there, so you should
Wow,
see
that's
it
very
a better.
tough, man. Okay, so being a Malaysian collector, if let's say in terms of New Balance, like Saucony or what, right? Okay, so it actually is not beneficial for you to collect New Balance and Saucony in Malaysia because of the humidity. Yeah, because if New Balance, if you don't wear them, they crack.
Yeah,
They
true.
crumble. They are the fastest to crumble.
True.
Even compared to MX, they still crumble the fastest.
That's true.
Yeah, so if you are a person that wears a shoe, like maybe every day you rotate, right? Then yes, because the more you wear it, the longer they last.
They last.
Yeah, so if you actually compare, like a brand new pair of MXs and a worn pair of New Balance, the MX is gonna crumble first. But you must require that you must wear the New Balance. Yeah. So I feel like New Balance, I don't think it's gonna really go up, but I kind of like where it is right now because some people are still appreciative of the 990s, of certain shoes like 997s. I have friends who still like 997s, 999s. Yeah, but the thing is like those collectors are people who really love the shoe for what it is, rather than trying to change like Puma, you know, like they go some random direction, they just simply make and then they just lose their collectors as well. Yeah, so I feel like New Balance is in a good place, but I feel like they deserve more credit. Definitely.
True. Because I think they are one of the most underrated brand out there in the market.
Yeah.
Right? Because of the comfort they provide, the quality of the material.
Yes.
The quality of materials of New Balance cannot be denied. Even though I'm very sad that they use the material that I cannot wear, pigskin, but I have to admit their quality is top notch. It's like first grade of everything, right? So maybe Nike should take something from that because Nike is cheap.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
it makes
right.
us mad as consumers. You are chipping us out, man.
Yeah.
It's not good, man. So Adidas is maintaining their quality, but their technology, their design
I
sucks.
feel like they should stop like doing neat. I feel like the neat thing is getting
boring.
out of hand, man.
Yes. All right. So okay, before we end, before we go to the quick fire questions, just a couple of questions. Do you see the trainers trend coming back? Not just Malaysia, but because for me Malaysia we cannot use the term coming back because it was never here. The trainers trend in Malaysia lah, but worldwide
it was there actually. It was there for a while. It was from 2014 to 2016, 2017. It kind of died at the end of 2016.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it was a short period, but it was crazy back then. Like people would still drop like.
Maybe because of the 25th anniversary, maybe.
Yeah. But if you still brought in something that was older, like let's say a Total Eclipse or something like that, right? So that one, right? People still are willing to drop like 2.5, 2.7. Yeah, it's just like how I managed to drop. What's that like? 7.8 on a pair which is old. Yeah. So there are other people that I know who are buying like coins, you know the coin, the red one. Yeah, they're buying like triple, nice. Quadruple pairs of it.
That one is nice.
Yeah, so like they're actually still willing to pay. Like I know a friend who paid like near 3.5 to 4,000 for a pair of coins, but he needed it brand new, so he was willing to drop that money. So yeah, there was a time where people were still collecting because that time they had flying races and stuff. Yeah, so actually when the flying races came in, it kind of boosts the trainer trend entirely. Yeah, but it died quite soon also.
So you see it coming back soon?
No, to be honest, at this point it's all tech and innovation already.
Yes.
Yeah.
The adapt babies and everything, right?
Yeah, it's either tech innovation or
hype.
Vintage. No,
vintage.
Super old, rare collectibles.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so fair enough. And then my last question to you, as a previous trainer collector,
Yeah.
who do you want to collab and release a brand new pair of trainers with whatever brand that you want? If you have a choice, who do you want it to collab? Who is the collaborator and what brand?
Woo, wow, that's.
Don't you dare say Virgil Abloh to me.
Oh,
He's not going to do trainers, man.
No, he's just gonna like deconstruct and then put it back, you know.
Yeah.
Wow, this one's kind of tough, man. Wait, let me think. Okay, maybe not specifically a shop, but maybe a guy. It should go like a three-way collab. Okay, it's a
Okay.
three-way.
I don't care.
If this happened, like I think I'll lose my mind. Man.
Okay.
Okay, so
Later I'll tag the guy.
okay, first definitely Ronnie.
Okay, Ronnie.
Fit,
Okay.
like, that guy is a legend. When it comes to A6, I feel like he knows his trainers very well. Yeah, so I trust his taste. Ronnie Fit for sure. Okay, so with A6,
Okay.
I still want the A6.
Okay, Ronnie time A6.
Yeah,
Okay.
so when you know Ronnie A6 is definitely going to be good already. But the last person, which I feel like deserves a lot more credit, is actually the previous owner of Soulbox, Hikmet Sugoro.
Oh yeah.
He's the founder of Sonra Pro Tour
Yeah.
now. So Hikmet was the one that made New Balance famous. He was the Ronnie Fick of A6.
Oh.
To me, because he did like the New Balance finals. He did wait, what was it? Man, okay, I can't really remember. Yeah, but he did a lot of New Balance, which till today is a collectible.
Alright.
Yeah, so
it's Ronnie times A6 times Hitmat.
yeah, so Ronnie, Hikmet, and A6. Yeah,
alright. Okay.
This one will be quite crazy. Yeah.
Okay, alright.
me lah, yeah.
So, Gelactris?
Yes.
Okay, Gelactris. Alright. So, before we end, it's a tradition in Overload Podcast in which we have to ask quick fire questions for the guests.
Okay.
So, it's trainer related today.
Okay.
Alright. So, just for... He still owns a pair of MX1 Pata, which I still envy until today. It's a green pair and it's and I
Just
still
got lucky, just got lucky.
I still cannot like that one. Alright, so Julian, the first quick fire question. Alright, just answer what comes to your mind when I ask this question.
Okay.
Alright, so a pair of trainers that you wish you own.
Pair of trainers which I wish I own. Wow. Dude, I can't think, man. Dude, there's so many.
Pick one.
Okay, the shark skin Puma Blaze of Glory, FNF.
The FNF, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so Gelactris against the Blaze of Glory.
Gelactris. Any day.
If you only have one pair to wear for the rest of your life, what pair will it be? Doesn't count. Is it trainers or not trainers? Whatever.
Do I need to name the colorway or something?
Yes. Whatever. Tak kisahlah trainers or not.
I got three lah. Okay, so one would be the Paris SB, the Dunk.
Okay.
The Reese Forbes denim.
Oh, denim one, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the blue with the
Yeah,
red sole. It's like
yes.
Levi's a bit. And the last one is probably Medicom tools.
Medicom tools, I know.
Yeah.
Alright, okay. Ooh, that's a quite interesting choice. Alright.
Yeah.
So
the denim lah, tahan lah.
Alright. So for you, hype or comfort?
This one tough lah. I think I still have to choose hype lah.
Hype.
Yeah, because as a collector, there is a certain value to the shoe that will make you want that shoe even more.
True,
but
true.
if it's like comfort, I can just get a pair of Crocs.
Oh.
You know, cause to be honest,
Betul.
Crocs is so comfortable, man. Dude, if they incorporated that in a pair of sneakers, bro, I think sell out, bro. You know?
Alright.
Yeah.
So last question it was, what do you think of Overload Podcast Malaysia?
Huh?
What do you think of Overload Podcast Malaysia?
I mean, you guys are like the first who invited me. So like, it's definitely like a big deal to me. Yeah, but I feel like you guys already did your research a lot. So that's something that I feel like is lacking in a lot of podcasts and all. Because sometimes you can just keep on talking, but it's always on the surface. But I feel like you really dug deep. Even like I learned about that trainers and the sneakers, the gum sole and non-gum sole. I'm like, what? Even I didn't know that, you know? Yeah, so I honestly feel like you really did your homework.
Alright.
I feel like I really appreciate that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Alright, so that is it for our episode this week with Mr. Julian Leong from MassesMY Malaysia. So, Julian, do you have any shout-outs for you? Do you want to do any shout-outs to any of your friends, your mom, or anybody you want to apologize to your mom that you dropped 7.8k on a pair of shoes or whatsoever?
Wow. Okay, to be honest, shout out to the Masses office.
Alright.
Shout out to Brian for actually, he was the one actually who got me in a job in the industry. It's like somehow it just related, and it's related to Saucony actually.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so like
Story for another day.
Yeah, sorry for another day. Shout out to Ewan and the 17G gang, the AGR Kicks fam, who are always helping out, and also all my friends overseas who taught me about sneakers. Yeah, because without them, to be honest, their knowledge helped me form who I am today.
Alright. Okay, so we'll see you next week on Overload Podcast Malaysia. So don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to share the video when it is released. And don't forget also to click the loceng bell there, the bell button there, the notification for you guys to get notified when we release this particular episode and the episodes that will be incoming. Alright, so that's all from me, Firman. He's Julian. So we'll see you next time on Overload Podcast Malaysia.
Thanks for inviting.